Hey guys. Hey. All right, I'm gonna wait a few more minutes just so more people can watch this. I am gonna save this live. Hopefully, last time I did a live, I forgot to save it. So hopefully I don't forget this time. Hey everyone. Okay, I'll give it a few more minutes. A few more seconds, like a minute. Get my seltzer. All right, guys, I think I'm going to start. So tonight I'm really excited. I'm going to be showing you how to make a really easy and delicious sweet and sour chicken. So over here I have my chopped up chicken breasts, just cut into little cubes. I have some flour, some cornstarch, some salt, some seltzer. If you don't have seltzer, you can use some cold water and baking soda, about a tablespoon. So here I have 2 cups of flour. I have a cup of cornstarch and then a little bit of salt to season it. So let me put that into my mixing bowl. So 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of cornstarch. So notice that I do half the amount of cornstarch that I do flour. Okay. Thank you. Looks sick. I can't wait for you to see the final product then. Some salt to season. You can also add some black pepper in there. I'm going to give it a quick whisk. Guys, this is like the easiest batter ever. And you can also use this for vegetables. So it's pretty much like a tempura batter. So let me get the seltzer in there. I just have to open it. So yeah, so you can even use this for like vegetables and have a nice dipping sauce on the side, and it's really, really good. So now I'm adding in some cold seltzer. I use seltzer because it helps soften the chicken and helps it become like really nice and fluffy and airy. So I don't usually measure, but I can tell you what you're looking for. You're looking for like a kind of like a pancake batter consistency. You don't want it to be too thick, not too watery. Okay, 1 second, I need help with this. All right, a little bit more. Okay, give it a nice whisk. Sometimes it gets stuck on there. Just gotta get it all off. A little bit more. And again, if you don't have seltzer, just add some cold water and about a tablespoon of baking soda. Sometimes I add an egg white into here, but you really don't have to. All right, a little bit more. So just keep adding until you get the consistency that you need, and I'll show you exactly what it should look like. Make sure to scrape it all. And if you see that it's too watery, you can always add a little bit more flour or cornstarch. Okay, let me see. A little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna get a spoon just to show you how it looks because there's a lot of bubbles here, so you can't really see it. So you want a pretty thin batter. And now what I'm gonna do is put all the chicken in there. Now there's a lot of batter, so you can always do half the amount, but it's better to have more than less. Okay. Now I used about like 4 or 5 pretty big cutlets. Okay, I'm gonna go wash my hands. Anytime you are cooking with raw meat, you need to wash your hands. So I'll be right back. Okay, let's take this to fry. Now you can even leave this overnight if you want to just marinate it overnight. You want to fry it the next day. I'm not sure if my oil's ready. Let me just check. Might need another minute. Yeah, it needs another minute or so. But I do want to tell you that what's great about this also is that it freezes really well. So once you fry it, you're going to drain it on some paper towel or like on a rack to keep it nice and crispy. And then you're going to wait for it to completely cool. And then you can store it in a freezer. And then you take it out, let it defrost a little bit, put it in the sauce, and it's good as new. In the meantime, let me see if anyone has any questions. Okay, so far, I think everything was pretty self-explanatory, so that's good. What's in the mixture? So I will save this live, but in case it doesn't get saved, it was 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of cornstarch, some salt to season, and then some seltzer. For the spices, it was just salt. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Susie. All right, it's getting there. Now, I usually use my hands to put it in the oil, but you can use whatever you want. What kind of oil? So I'm using vegetable oil. You can use canola, any deep frying oil, neutral oil will do the trick. Okay, I see it bubbling just a little. I'm gonna give it a couple more seconds. This literally took like 10 seconds to make. Oh, thank you, Jen. Did I reveal the gender of my baby yet? No, I'm actually going to find out the gender tomorrow. How much seltzer did I add? So let's see. I used half of a 33 ounce, about 15 ounces of seltzer, but I keep adding little by little until I get that texture that I'm looking for. Alrighty, let's do a test. Okay, could use a little bit more time, but you're gonna see once it's hot enough, you're gonna see it's gonna get nice and fluffy and airy, and it's gonna be beautiful. Nice, okay. I think we're ready to go. So I'm just using my hands to dip it in here. You just want to be very careful. I'm always so impatient when it comes to oil, but that's just how I am. What does the seltzer do? So the seltzer helps tenderize the chicken, and it also makes it nice and puffy and airy and delicious. Does the oil have to be that deep? Yes, you want it to be deep fried. So yeah. How many pounds of chicken? Honestly, I'm gonna check the package after, but it was about like 4 or 5 pretty big cutlets. And guys, don't worry, I'm not gonna fry all of this now because that's just gonna take extra time. So I'm gonna fry like a nice amount just to show you the idea of it. And you're gonna fry this for about 2 or 3 minutes until it's like very lightly golden. It's not going to get so much color. Yeah, so the chicken sometimes does stick together when I put it in the oil, but once it's in there for about a minute, I kind of break it apart with some tongs. What type of chicken? So I'm using chicken cutlets, chicken breast. But if you like dark meat chicken, then you can definitely use chicken thighs. It comes out really nice and tender. My husband doesn't eat anything on a bone or any dark meat chicken, so I just stick to chicken cutlets. No, you don't want to freeze it raw. You want to freeze it after you fry it. There isn't really a way to freeze it when it's raw. All right, and I use a big pot and a pretty wide one. That way you can fit a lot in here. All right, I'll put like 1 or 2 more. I'll go wash my hands. And then I'll get ready to take a few of them out. And I'll show you what I mean by it sticking together. Give me 1 second. Washing my hands. Okay, so you'll notice that some of them stick together. Let me see. Yeah, like over here. Like this is stuck together. So you can just gently pull them apart. But don't do it right away. Do it after it's like cooking in the oil for like 30 seconds or a minute. It's easier that way. Okay, my oil is nice and hot. It's going to take like between 2 and 4 minutes. Who's speaking? So my name is Nadine. Hi, Nadine of Gourmet Nay. And yeah, that's me. So hi. And again, for everyone who's asking what's in here, I will save the live, but in case it doesn't get saved, it's 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of cornstarch, about 15 ounces of seltzer, and a little bit of salt. If you don't have seltzer, you can use cold water and about a tablespoon of baking soda. How long do I fry it for? I fry it between 2 and 4 minutes. Until it's very lightly golden, it's not going to get so much color. And then I actually like to use something like this to take it out. It just takes out so many at once. I never use beer, but I heard that it's amazing with it, so I really, really want to try that one day. I know beer battered fish is really good also. This I actually got from Amazing Savings. Does it work in an air fryer? I don't know because the batter is like a pancake kind of batter, and it'll probably just make a huge mess and stick everywhere, so I wouldn't recommend an air fryer. But if you guys are really opposed to frying, you can just make like a schnitzel in the oven, like regular breaded or with flour, It won't be the same, it won't be as fluffy, but I guess that's another alternative. Yes, this recipe could definitely be used for fish also. I think it'll be really, really good with fish. You can make it and then cook it with like a spicy mayo type of sauce, and that would be really, really good. All right, let's see how this is looking. I'm gonna give it another minute. You see a lot of them stick together, but that's totally fine. You just break them apart, but be very gentle. Stay away from the oil. You don't want to splatter it all over yourself. How pretty. Not so healthy, but really pretty. All right, another like 20 seconds, and I'll be taking it out. Schnitzel. Thank you, Jen. You're so funny. What am I making? I am making sweet and sour chicken. How do I know if it's not overcooked or dry? That's a very good question. You don't want it to get too much color. As soon as it gets like a very light color, then it's ready. I'll show you. But no more than 4 minutes. If you cook it for more than like 3-4 minutes, it'll just be dry. So that's a really good question. After it's frozen, I would thaw it for a little bit. It doesn't have to be completely thawed. So yeah, you want to thaw it just a little. All right, this looks ready. So you see a very light color on it. Now this thing is great. Look, you get all the oil out and you get a bunch of it at a time. I'm going to drain it on some paper towel. And again, this is great because this is like maybe a third of it, not even. So the rest I'm going to make, and then once it cools off, I'm going to freeze for next time and then just throw it in the sauce. Okay. And I'm not going to continue frying everything right now because it's just going to take up time. So I'm going to shut the oil off and get started on my sauce. Okay. Shut the oil off. I'm going to put this to the side. Put this to the side. Ooh, it's hot. And now we'll get ready for the sauce. I actually bought this pot in Amazing Savings also, and it's so cute. It's a perfect size, and it's nice and light. It's non-stick. I really, really like it. Okay, so the sauce I use is Le Choy Sweet and Sour. Now, you can definitely make your own sauce. This is just so easy. I use it all the time, and it's delicious. If you do want to make your own sauce, it's just water, cornstarch, some red food coloring, what else? Sugar and vinegar. Really nothing to make. Super easy, but I just really like this. Oh, and another sauce that would be really good with this is General Tso's sauce, but it's really your preference. Sometimes I use this, sometimes I use a sweet and sour. Both really, really good. Okay, so let's dump the sauce in here. Okay. Now, at the end, I like to add, I don't like to waste, so I add a drop of water at the end. Not too much, just a little bit. I close it up and give it a shake. Hold on, I'll ask my husband to close it for me. Okay, so he actually shook it for me. So I'm just gonna add that in there. And now this is gonna take like 2 minutes to heat up. And then I'll add in the chicken. And we are gonna have a delicious, easy, quick dinner. Any oil change, any flavor? Yeah, any oil, any neutral oil, nothing with a flavor. So vegetable oil, canola oil, maybe even avocado oil, but I like to stick to either vegetable or canola oil. I know there are so many sauces out there, but I'm not gonna lie, ketchup is so yummy. I used to hate ketchup growing up. I used to throw up just from the smell. But now I actually really like it. Oh, don't you add pineapples? That's an amazing question that I actually wanted to bring up. So this is delicious with pineapples. So if you want to add that, it's really, really good. I don't think I have canned pineapples at the moment, but you would just drain out the liquid, or at least part of it. Add it right into the sauce. And then put the chicken in there. It's really good with pineapples. Definitely try it. Oh, where did I buy the sauce? Here, where did I buy the sauce? Oh, Produce 2000 in Brooklyn on Avenue U and East 26. But I'm pretty sure they sell it online also. But there are other stores that I've seen it in. Stop and Shop has it, and a couple of other stores. Okay, I think I can start adding in a chicken. Let's see. It's pretty hot, but let's just dump it in there. Oh my God, it's so light and airy. This is an amazing, amazing batter. So easy. And again, you can use this batter for vegetables. Make like a truffle mayo dipping sauce, and it's literally heaven. Okay. I'm gonna give it a mix. Wow, a lot of sauce, but we love that. So now I'm gonna let it cook for like 2 minutes just to heat up. I mean, it's already hot, but I want the sauce to just be like extra hot because I cannot have my food unless it's like scorching hot. How long can I freeze it for? At least a couple of months. It freezes really, really well. At least a few months. Oh my God, how good does this look right now? Can I repeat how much baking soda and water instead of seltzer? Yes. So you're going to use about a tablespoon of baking soda. And for the water, I never really measure, but I think I measured out like 15 ounces of seltzer. So you can start with like 10 ounces of water. If you need more, you can add a little bit more. You want it like a pancake batter consistency. Yes, I do prepare the dish with rice. I actually have a bowl of rice ready here, topped with some sesame seeds. Okay, now this is pretty much ready. I'm gonna go ahead and plate it. Yum, I cannot wait. Let me bring the rice over. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll do it over here. Sorry, guys. I hope I'm not giving you a headache. I'm going to use a spoon. Usually I just dump it, but there's a lot of sauce. So I'm going to use a spoon to just take it out. Oh my God, how good does this look right now? Just plating it up. Oh, you're going to freeze it right after you fry it once it cools off. Not with the sauce. A couple more. Now we have a delicious, easy dinner. What did that take? Like, not even 20 minutes. So easy, so delicious. Oh, where did I get that fryer? That was actually just a regular pot. I think I got it from like Marshall's or some random great store. Can you make it in advance and reheat? So I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend making it on the spot. Yum, yum, yum. I cannot wait. Let me cut into this so you can see how tender and moist it is. Give me 1 second. You want a dessert? Okay. Oh my god, yum. Oh my god, it's like falling apart. It's so soft. Yum. Add some sauce. Eat it with rice and enjoy. And I really hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you make it. It's super easy. You can make a ton of it, freeze it, and then just dump some sauce with it. Will this video be saved? Yes, I'm going to try to save it. Last time it didn't work for me, but I'm going to try. What kind of rice did I use? I used basmati, but it's actually good with like the regular Carolina rice. I personally love basmati with everything, but this is good with like sticky rice or Carolina regular grain rice. Yes, I can show the sauces I used again. It was actually just one. It was LaCroix sweet and sour. I'll show you it. I have another one in here. I'll show you how it looks. This one. But it's also really, really good with General Tso's. So it's whatever you prefer. Thank you so much, guys. Do you put sesame? On sweet and sour, I don't put sesame. But when I use this sauce, I use sesame seeds. But it's all about preference. You can top this with green, sesame seeds, whatever you want. I just eat it like this. What brand of rice? I like to use Tilda. It's in a blue bag. Yes, I hope you make it tomorrow for dinner. It's really, really good. Okay, I'll wait another minute to see if anyone has more questions. If not, I'm going to end the live and hopefully save it. My pleasure. Yum, I can't wait to dig in. Yes, I would put scallions on top. It would be really good. Yes, I can post the recipe, and if I save the live, I can actually put it on IGTV on my page. What's for dinner tomorrow night? That's a good question. I don't know. I never know what I'm in the mood for, so I only know like hours before dinner or that morning. I don't have a store. Hopefully one day. My page name is Gourmet Nay. I will write it out for you. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me. And again, I'm going to try to save it right now. Good night, guys.